What was your reaction, your takeaways after watching the film from yesterday?
I mean, a lot, and lot of good, lot of great, and to get the win, I mean it's huge. Plus to have room for improvement and things to work on. That's a great place to be. Stay pretty healthy in the game, and put some really good things on tape. But most important, got the win. Division opponent. That's huge. It's almost like winning twice, and winning twice is really nice.
I know you mentioned Joey yesterday stood out to you. Did you, when you look back and watch it, he was someone who talked to us at least about wanting to prove that to himself that he was still that player. Yesterday, how impressed were you with what you saw and when you watched it again?
Yeah, I think it's a great way to say it. He's that player. Saw it in the production, in the tackles, in the hustle, he was great against the run and unblockable in the pass. Huge game.
As far as the effort from him, obviously, he gets home for a sack and a couple pressures, but chasing down White for the fumble, a couple of those third downs where he's tracking down Gardner Minshew on those third down scrambles. What'd you like about the effort from Joey?
Well, loved it, and two of them were QB scrambles. Two of the tackles were QB scrambles. I mean, to not let that play get extended, was huge. The play where he tracked down and caused the fumble. I mean, it just reminded me of something Justin Smith, would do. And right now I got Joey right up there with Justin Smith. I mean, that's a football player. Territory. Plus, I want to talk about Khalil Mack too. I mean, Khalil was, had the same type of game, quarterback pressures, sack, really dominant against the run, and dominant in the pass. Just really hard to block him. He had a great game.
Just with Khalil, how good is his bull rush relative to other pass rushers you've coached or even played with over the course of your career?
I just call it elite in the game. Just tremendous football player, and that we have true great edge players. And Thule had a great game too. I mean, his I don't know how many snaps he had, but I think Joey they were all in the 20 to 40 range, which was great. All our up front people played them all. I mean, 8 or 9, and they were all playing 20 to 40 plays. Poona Ford had an amazing game. Morgan Fox played really. He was outstanding. Our front was great when they had to be great. The short yardage stops, the turnovers. Really call it 4 turnovers when you count the fourth down stop. Call it 5 with the missed field goal. Really huge, just huge in the game.
With JK yesterday, he got the game ball. He was throughout camp, he wanted to really, get to this point. And what did you like what he did fundamentally?
I didn't like JK's performance. I loved it. It was in all ways. I mean, start off with the ball security by all our offensive players. There was some tremendous ball security by both backs, Gus and JK. Quentin Johnson, everybody who touched the ball secured it. Loved that about our tight ends and all of our receivers and our backs. JK, I'll tell you what I really loved was the pass protection. He was elite in pass protection. You talk about somebody that, you got that sense from Joey Bosa that there was something to prove. I mean, I thought JK really played that way as well. And, excited also that there's, things to improve offensively. Saw that, first half, penalties and looked a lot like that was the preseason kind of a game for us offensively in the first half, and then really good in the second half.
Yeah, obviously, tried to heat up Justin a little bit with some blitzes. Just how did you feel like you guys dealt with their different blitz and pressure looks yesterday?
Yeah, if we're talking offensive line, Rashawn Slater, tremendous game. Joe Alt, tremendous in pass protection, and things to get better at in some of in the run scheme with Joe. But just feel really great about getting the win and having things to work on and improve this week. Bozeman, really, the energy he brought, the pursuit downfield, covering plays. It was a great blue collar performance by him. If I had a blue collar award, offensively, I would give it to Mr. Bozeman. Pad level, can be improved. Our guards, I thought played extremely well. Just a couple things we can improve on in pad level and some of our, and most of them were all in the first half. But I thought it was a really good, solid performance. Justin, we only had one sack. That was great. Justin saved us 2 or 3 more just by his courage, stature, and creativity of getting the ball out. I thought he led us to victory, took care of the football, really managed those what could have been worse plays, and he threw 2 or 3 balls that should have been caught, and the throws that just nobody else can make. So continuing to keep him protected, and allowing him to do what he does. But I thought it was just a gritty performance by him and led us to victory. Really impressed. Same with if I talk about the special teams, effort made all our kicks, and we're just really guys just played hard, played well, played efficient. All 3 sides of the ball. I think that was huge in getting the victory.
Do you think teams are going to attack you offensively that way? Bring a decent amount of blitzes and try and heat Justin up and devote resources in that way moving forward, or do you think it was sort of a specific thing with the Raiders?
All things are possible. What a defense can do. Definitely, there was more blitz, some more zero coverage in the game that the Raiders hadn't showed up to this point. So everything's going to be a possibility.
You mentioned Joe Alt specifically. Is there something that stood out after watching the tape that maybe you didn't notice in real time from his performance?
Yeah, he was really good. We talked to some about before the game. Anybody's lack of experience is going to be more than made up by their inexperience. Just because there's the fire in the belly, wanting to prove themselves, and thought that really showed with not only Joe Alt, but with Ladd McConkey, Junior Colson, the amount of snaps that he had in the game, the rotation of the green dot, was a 3-way rotation, by series between DP and Dayon and Junior, and I thought they all handled it really well.
You obviously know that your approach to building a team works. You've done it over the course of your career. But as far as building belief, how important is proof of concept? First game you come out and you're able to finish in the fourth quarter, as far as building belief with the players and sort of how you approach things and what you're doing.
I've said it before. This is the Los Angeles Chargers approach. This is Justin Herbert. This is Joey Bosa. This is Khalil Mack. This is Derwin James. The way they work, the way they play, it's it's all about the team. It's all at the highest level. It's all the work that they pour in on a daily basis and how they play the game. I mean, it's all out. It's all out all the time. I mean, it's hustle. It's constant hustle. It's hustling at all times. Derwin James, I mean, a spectacular game by Derwin James. I mean, he played all 60 plays. You know, eight or some tackles. Got his 500th tackle, and one of the, I think the fastest to 500 tackles this since the turn of the century. I mean, that's in 24 years. That's a huge accomplishment, and you know he's been playing that way long before us newcomers, you know, arrived on the scene. So, yeah, I feel lucky to be able to be coaching these guys, as do the rest of the coaches on the staff. This is that's the LA Chargers mentality, and lucky to be coaching players like that.
So in that vein, those players were already here. You come in. What do you feel is kind of like your role then? If these players are already here, they were already doing it. What do you want to bring in your job as one of the new people?
Yeah, do it like Derwin. I think I remember very distinctly. You know, 1.5 practices as the head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers. I mean, it did not take me. It took me 1 practice and a half to realize that the way number 3 does things, you know, let's all do it. Let's all do it like Derwin. Let's do it like number 3. And Justin was already doing it that way. I mean, there's nobody that works harder, you know, puts more commitment in than Justin Herbert. And I say the same about Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. I mean, the dedication they have, the commitment they have to the team, you know, the love they have for, you know, the team and their teammates. I mean, it's like, yeah, let's all do it like that.
The team tweeted out a video after the national anthem of you, I guess, getting Justin pumped up with some wax to the shoulder pads. What do you do that? Like, has it always been a thing you've done with quarterbacks, like before a game? And
yeah.
What was the purpose of that?
Yeah, just it goes back to my first experience playing pro football. I was getting ready for a preseason game, sitting in the locker room in my chair, staring at my locker, getting ready, and Walter Payton came up to me and asked me if I was nervous, and I said, no, heck no. I mean, it's a preseason game. I played at Michigan in front of 110,000 people. Yeah, got this. And then he told me that he gets nervous before every game that he's ever played, and, you know, stomach, the butterflies, and, you know, and then I turned to him and said, well, actually, I am pretty nervous, Walter. You got any advice or tips? And he said, yeah, just seek contact, get a hit in before, you know, as soon as you can in the game, hit somebody or get hit. Doesn't matter. That's why I always seek out contact. This is Walter talking. He always seeks out contact. He likes to have something on the perimeter where he knows he's going to get hit, or he can go hit somebody else. And as soon as he takes that first hit of the game, then the butterflies disappear. So, you know, I've always remembered that and tried to you know, get hit. And then it's like, okay, well, I probably don't want to get hit as much. So I get a couple people just to kind of hit me before the game, you know, kind of rough me up. And it seemed like it. I mean, I try to do that for the quarterback, you know. So that's where that comes from.
Did you get the sense that Justin was like anticipating that, or was he a little bit surprised?
Yeah, I mean, he's just so big, you know. It's like I probably felt like a little mosquito trying to hit him. So I don't know if it really helped or not. We'll see if I keeps doing it or not. It's just guys. the guy's a rock. I mean, it's like, it's like iron, It's amazing.
Jim, JK, after yesterday, he said he was, after all the yards or whatever, he said he was disappointed in himself because he was ran down on both runs. Did you talk to him at all about that?
No, I wasn't disappointed at all. I mean, it's just, I think you're just hearing somebody talk about when it's great to play well and have a great game, and physical, and like I said, to win but still have stuff to work on. I mean, that's encouraging as heck for an individual player, and for a unit and for a team. So, the fact that I think what I hear when I hear him say that is, yeah, he's got some excitement about there's more to get here. There's more meat on the bone. Let's go get it. Let's go attack it. And if that's him feeling like he needs to get in better shape, yeah, well, let's go. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet. Let's go work on that. But it's like I hear like a shark with blood in the water. Man, let's go get this. Let's go get this meat on the bone and get all there is, not leave any. That's what I hear when I hear him talking like that.
Well, for me, were you planning to return to social media? You've been active recently on Twitter and
last couple of days.
Wow, yeah, is that you? And what was that? What prompted that return?
Being a dad has prompted that return. Teenage daughter and daughter in her 20s, and another teenage daughter coming who's 13, and then the 11-year-old. They're getting on that stuff now, and yeah, I think it's my dad's responsibility to get on there and monitor some of that stuff. So just letting them know that I'm watching. That's me being dad.
The false starts in the first half, was there a common cause for those?
Yeah. Like I said, I think there was some, our guys haven't played a lot in the preseason, both sides of the ball, but this quick lateral movement by the defensive lines becoming really common in the NFL. Saw a lot of it this week. They're trying to move quick along the line and try to get the offense to think they're offsides and point at them or just get them to flinch. And they had a couple of kind of hard C-gap rushers in the game, and just something we got to be better at. It's just something that we'll be putting an emphasis on and working hard on this week in practice.
Following up on the linebacker rotation you mentioned earlier, like with the Deon Ditzel and Junior, what did you like about keeping that group fresh and kind of having them in and out?
Yeah, it's a great question. I thought it was something that really was a big factor in helping us win the game. Was the stamina. I give Ben Herbert and his staff a lot of credit. I mean, there's been a lot of fourth quarter finishers that have gone before us, and I felt our guys, when they put up that 4, I mean, that's hopefully they're thinking about it, because that's what goes into my mind is a lot of fourth quarter finishers here that we've done to put ourselves in a better position. But also the rotation. I mean, that'd be the second, really good factor in that guys playing 20 to 40 plays. In that front 7 defensively, and then guys going in and playing really good. Saw Thule, Bud, a lot of good snaps in there. Saw it with the linebackers in that rotation, D-line with Morgan, Otito, Puna, Scott Matlock, and T.R. Tart. He needs to play more. I think he had 5 or 6 snaps, but he played violent, explosive when he was in there. So want to see him see him playing more as well. But you know, I think that's something that benefited us.
Are you guys rotating the green dot between the linebackers? Because and it's who's wearing it? And
DP, Denzel Perryman, Dan Henley, and Junior Colson rotated the green dot.
they all were
Yeah.
at different moments.
Rotated it by series, and they did it really well. All three of them handled the communication. They handled it together, and it was well done.
Now, are you good with rotating that over the course of the season, or would you ultimately like to settle on sort of one person that's wearing that green dot consistently?
We'll see how that plays out, but you know, it was good. You know, there's if you're going to have a rotation, then there needs to be a rotation with the green dot. So feel like that's something that benefited us, and we were good at. So you know, probably would lean more without having decided that. Probably, as I stand here before you, I would lean more to you know, keeping that going.